Hey guys, checking in. This is a check-in live, guys. Checking in. Waiting for others to join so we can check in. For those who did not know that we are currently running this H1B Marathon, they can tap in and learn more about it. For others who have been on the live, they can share also in the comment section below what they know about the H1B 2025 marathon. So, waiting for others to join. As soon as you join, guys, welcome to today's live. It's just a check-in live. Once you join, just go ahead and put in the comment section below where you're watching from so we can shout you out, guys. And definitely share with somebody who may want to be checked in to Marathon 2025. As I say, it's a marathon. It's a 2025 marathon check. Did not know we're having a H1B marathon. They can learn from this live today. So share this video. If you're on Facebook, IG, wherever you are, share the link so others can join. I really appreciate that person who give the video a thumbs up as soon as they came on. That's the spirit I'm looking for. Just get it out of the way and give it a like as soon as you join. Oh, how I appreciate that person so much. I see one like, and I know that person is like, you know what? Let me just like this and done. All right, like two is up. Thanks for liking, guys. Go ahead and share. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed as yet and turn your notification bells on. This is just a check-in, just checking in. For those who don't know that we have Marathon 2025 going on, H1B Marathon, this is just to let them know so that others can learn about the marathon and join it. We are in I think we did day 36 last night. I cannot even remember the numbers, guys, because the marathon is going so fast. Cannot believe we got this far. Comment something in the section below, Marathon 2025, or let us know where you're watching from. But today we're just checking in to remind people that we're doing our marathon, H1B Marathon. I know people are also asking about J1 sponsors. So if that's something you want, we can definitely look at those as well. But almost through with Marathon 2025. We're in our 30s. We're in number 30s of 50 states, 50 nights, 5 school districts in each state marathon. Hey Candice, thanks for joining and shouting out in the comment section. So, turn shot. Yes. So, we're in our 30s, 30 something. I cannot remember what we did last night. I remember the last state we did. Last night we looked at, I think, Kansas. Yeah. We looked at Kansas last night. Tonight we're going to be looking at Alabama. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at Illinois. I hope I'm getting the lineup right. But guys, if you did not know, if your friends don't know, if you know a teacher in your home country who's interested to learn about school districts in the United States that sponsor H1B visa, you definitely need to share the marathon with them. Share with them Marathon 2025. We're looking at the 50 states and 5 school districts in each state that have sponsored H1B visa before. So let's just give a little rundown of what's happening in the marathon. Each night we look at a state. I try to get the states I know people really want out the gate, but then there are other states that some people don't want to be in, states that are overcrowded. They want to be on the down low. So I try to put those states also in between during the week, maybe Monday to Thursday, and then on the weekend I try to hike it up. Make sure you are getting the popular states that I know everybody wants to be. Like on the weekend, the last weekend, we looked at Virginia. Thanks for the link to Maxwell. I got my federal. Awesome. Wow. That was quick. That was quick, Candice. That was very quick, but that's good. Awesome. All right. So I know a lot of people, they want the popular states. I try to do those on the weekend. Last weekend we looked at Virginia. Virginia was one of those states, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correctly. If you are here and you watched Virginia, I don't remember if Virginia was the state that, of the five that we shared, four of them also sponsored green card. Not remembering clearly if it was Virginia, but I know one of the states that we shared in this past weekend was like that. Okay. We looked at Louisiana, another good state. We looked at Texas. Texas, oh my God. It seems to me like every school district in Texas is sponsoring international tours. I don't know. There are so many school districts in Texas that have been sponsoring H1B visas, international teachers. I don't know what is it about Texas. Definitely, if you miss Texas and you are not sure which state you want to check out, you can check out Texas. There are a lot of school districts in Texas. I only share the five in the 50 state marathon. I only shared five, but trust me, there's a lot of school districts in Texas that actually sponsors H1B visa. A lot of people, they may come on and they say, oh, this state, specific state might not be sponsoring. Again, I want you to always remember the marathon is looking at the last 2 years. It's not current, because in 2025, school districts can change. They can decide they're not going to sponsor an H1B visa this year, or they can decide they didn't sponsor any in 2024, but they're sponsored within the time frame that I'm sharing. So understand this. When I say school districts that sponsor H1B in the H1B visa in the last 2 years, that include from 22 to 24. So that's 22, 23, and 24. And they might have sponsored maybe in 22 and 23 and did not sponsor it for. I would still cover them because they fall under the last 2 years. Okay. So that's something that you are to take note of, guys. The last 2 years, some of those schools, they will continue. I'm sure, 100% sure they're going to continue to sponsor internationals for this new school year. And there are going to be some that's not going to continue to sponsor international teachers. There's no way we're going to know it unless we put an applicant in. Okay. So again, we looked at New York earlier. We did look at Florida. I think Florida was the first one that we talk about in the marathon, because people are always searching for school districts in Florida that sponsor B. What we found is that in Florida is that a lot of the places in Florida that were sponsoring H1B were like private entities. It wasn't public schools. So Florida seemed to be leaning more toward J1 program sponsors. We did find a few in Florida, so if you want to check Florida out, that was the first marathon, the first the first state we looked in the marathon. And I'm just trying to remember some of the states that we looked at before. And as I said, we have gone over 35 states in the marathon. I'm not seeing anybody else in the comment but Candice, but I know other people are on the live. Go ahead and tell me which state you liked so far in the marathon and what stood out with that state for you. Some state like Nebraska was only 3 or 4 school districts that sponsored H1B visa, right? Some states have not been sponsoring H1B, or should I say they're just starting to sponsor H1B visa. They may be using J1 program sponsors, or they might not be hiring any international teachers at all. But we know time progresses and the need for teacher arise, that's gonna eventually change. I'm in Florida. Hey Zeph, thanks for joining. Can you